Top of the morning to you. It is 7 o'clock on 2 days before Christmas, and many people would say, what are you doing in the office? And this goes back to a rant that I think has a little bit of something to do with why my business, now that I'm looking back at the end of 2013, is doing more business today at a better, stronger, much healthier financial position than at any time in the past. Why that is because I think it has to do with some time discipline. And by that I mean during the day, when it's a normal, typical business day, when you decide to talk to clients or prospect or try to help people or follow up with existing clients, that can only be done during a finite period of time, and that is during the day. You can't do it at 7 in the morning, typically calling people and following up with them and fixing problems and answering their questions and proposing to go over their insurance with them. You just can't do it at 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning. You can't do it over a holiday break because some people are just not receptive to that. So what can you do? Well, there's a stack of mail on my desk that I still need to go through. There are contracts that still need to be signed and sent on. There are websites that need to be developed and posts made on those to make sure that the search engine optimization continues to move forward. There are videos to make. Top of the morning to you. There are always things you can do that are administrative in nature, but when you decide to do those things, working in your business instead of on your business, when you're deciding to do those things during the productive time when you could be talking to seniors, you're wasting your time. It doesn't matter how important you think those things are. If I go through, this is a stack of mail just since Friday that I've still got to go through, but if I chose to do that on Friday afternoon, instead of calling people back, I would have written 0 applications instead of 2 Friday afternoon. I've got applications to write today too, which is why I made it into the office, but there's plenty of stuff to do outside the hours that you could otherwise be talking to people. I just want to strongly encourage you. I think that it has a great deal of value to my business when I decide to do certain tasks. If during the day, when I could be talking to people, I decide to go study a training course or to watch videos that are related to my field or see what other mentors of mine are doing in the web marketing, internet marketing space, I've wasted and I've squandered my time. And my biggest pet peeve in life is don't waste my freaking time. I can't waste my own time doing those things that are not interacting with people, whether it's employees or whether it's customers. I can't just sit here and zombify out and watch videos. As good as the videos are, and as instrumental to my future business success as those videos are, and there are a lot of them out there that are, and I learn a lot and then I implement that and I put it forward, but I do those things at night. I do those things when other people are watching NFL football on the weekend. I do those things when other people are watching The Voice and Dancing with the Stars and stuff like that. That's where I think the biggest priority, the slight edge, has come in my business, is putting the business above just sitting there and being zombified in front of the television set. I've once heard it said by somebody so rich that there's a what do they call it? There's a life drain in your house. It is a drain to your riches, and it will always keep you back into the lower part of the middle class. And that drain in your house that sucks your wealth out is the television, and I firmly believe that. I love to watch things on the big screen. When new movies come out, to take a friend or take my kids, depending on the quality of the movie, and go see that movie with a set block of time, but I guarantee it's not going to be during the day when I could otherwise be doing something very, very productive. And so I just want to encourage you, if you want to focus on your business for this next year, I'm not talking about an unhealthy focus. I'm not talking about being so entwined within your business that you have no personal life. What I am talking about is the prioritization of the things that you have to do already, the tasks that you know are before you. And when you decide to do those certain things, see, the most important thing I think you could ever do is to talk to somebody, is to try to help them. And these leads that we're talking to and just trying to offer solutions to people, you can only do that during a small window of time. And if you do all the other stuff, all the mail and the contracting and the education and the implementation of what you've learned that has to do with building websites or social media, building your presence and all that stuff, if you can do that stuff when other people are wasting their life away, wasting their time, that are sitting there just watching TV for hours and hours at night. If you focus on those things, at least for the first year, which you've always said is the first year is the toughest, if you focus on those things during that downtime, you will be building up your mind, you'll be building up your business as a result, you'll be finding things that you can implement that are little golden nuggets of knowledge from other people that are very successful. And it doesn't even have to be in the insurance space. Find somebody that's great in website design or search engine marketing or internet marketing in general, business-to-business selling, closing techniques from new people that you've not heard of before. Any little nuggets that you can pick up. One of the best things that I ever had, it was given to me, was my mother, when she came into a settlement from her parents dying, you know, the legacy that she inherited. She bought us a big screen TV. It's a Vio, and it's got a remote control that on the remote you can turn on YouTube. And so my YouTube channel is already on the television, so we can watch in 1080p in this huge TV all the things that I'm subscribed to on YouTube, and those are my mentors that I learn from. So I can sit there literally and go through at night when other people are maybe downstairs or the kids are asleep and they're watching other stuff. I can literally watch things that are going to change my life, and they're in small little nuggets on YouTube, like 2 minutes here, 4 minutes there, or maybe it's a webinar that's 60 minutes. And maybe they're trying to sell some of their own wares, but in all those things I'll always pick up some little nugget of knowledge that I can write down and then implement the next day in my business. It's made a big, big difference. So I want to encourage you, how you use your time is the most important thing you can do to control the destiny of your business. And looking back on 2013, I think it's the sole biggest contributor to the success of my agency and being able to help agents in an effective way by how I've decided to use my time. And yes, I may be here at the office at a very lonely time. My employees don't even think about coming in for another 2 hours, but I'll tell you one thing. It makes a big difference in my life when I can have a clean desk at that moment. And any problems that come up, I can address them in real time rather than being under a pile of things that I still have to get done for the day. So anything you can do outside the time that you could otherwise talk to people, I encourage you to do those outside the time. Don't spend your day, this is just an encouragement, don't spend your day doing things during the day that you could have done outside the window of opportunity that you have to talk to your clients. You can never get that wasted time back. And if it's a potential client, it's just as valuable as talking to a real client, because we have to talk to people. That's the nature of our business. If an agent tells me that they're broke, they're poor, they don't have any money, the first thing I'll ask them is, how many prospects did you talk to this week? I didn't talk to any of them. I ordered new business cards. I worked on my website. I got a new really cool domain name and an email address, and I set up a really cool stationery and all this other stuff. If you want to focus on what the problem was that got somebody to where they're unsuccessful, I would venture to say that part of it is knowledge and not knowing what to do, which again can be gained through that downtime of watching people that are doing what you want to do. But the other time is, what have you done to implement those things during the day when it's the only time you can implement those things? And trust me, I wish I could sell policies all night, but people just are not receptive to it. Maybe they would be if I sold insurance in the Philippines. But over here, you just have to prioritize your time so that during the day you can do things that make you money. At night, you can do things to sharpen the saw and to get out there to do something better tomorrow, and make your prioritization list of, for the next day, my priorities are, first I'm going to do this that I learned last night, then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do some research, then I'm going to watch some other things. But you can only do those outside the time of the day. So I just want to encourage you, how you spend your time is going to make all the difference for 2014. And I encourage you to spend your time wisely. You only get it once, and don't waste your freaking time. The biggest, best advice I can give you, don't waste your time. And you can find so much time during the day that otherwise would be sitting in front of, and I'm so surprised how many agents sit in front of video games, and they'll just lose 4 hours. What could you have done in 4 hours? Holy cow, you could have attended a college class for that day in 4 hours and really learned something. So don't waste your time. Have a great 2014. Merry Christmas. God bless you, and Happy New Year. Bye-bye.